So they're all going to have flattened third by definition, or they're not minor, and they're also going to have the flattened seventh. So this is three different modes, all of which fit a C minor 7 chord. So we're not going to be changing the left hand this time. Let's play the Dorian. 1, 2, 3, loop it as before. Yeah, so play the chord on the 1 at the top as well as at the bottom. Coming down, the 1 is on the B flat. I noticed that your hands are next to each other. If you put the right hand up an octave, you don't have the slightly awkward loop. If you play it up here, you can loop down to the B flat without it overlapping with the left hand. Now, the only difference between that Dorian scale and the Aeolian, or the natural minor as it's also called, is the flattened sixth. So instead of A natural, we're going to play A flat. 2, 3, 4. So make sure you play the chord in every bar, the first beat of every bar. It's not going to be on the top note, it's going to be on the second note coming down. Yeah, so this is how you use the modes in functional harmony. So if you had a 1, 6, 2, 5, you know, or a turnaround. One, 6, 2, 5, C major, A minor, D minor, G7. If you had this very common turnaround and you played in C major on top of it, which you're perfectly correct to do because all those chords are in the key, that's how come they have these Roman numerals. If you did that, you'd be automatically using the Aeolian mode over A minor and the Dorian over D minor. I'm going to move on to the Aeolian mode now, and to do that, a great tune for getting your head around the Aeolian is a tune by Miles Davis called Milestones. So let's just have a listen to that. Yeah, so what I was showing you there was the opening of the tune, which is in G minor. So the interesting part of this tune is the next part, where it goes to the bridge, which looks like this. Now the key is A, the bass is playing an A pedal, and we have 4 different chords on top. Back to the first section. So this bridge, 16 bars long, double length, you could say that that's an a C major 7 chord. You could say that's a D minor 7 chord, and that this is F major 7 and E minor 7. That's what those shapes look like. but the bass isn't playing those chords, the bass is just pedaling in A. And so really, this is another example of playing the scale, and those are just shapes. You can think of them like that if you like, but it's really just all A minor. And the fact that we've got an F natural in there is what makes it Aeolian. You wouldn't want to play a Dorian scale in this section of the tune if you're improvising, because it would, if you have somebody comping with these chords, which is exactly what I think Wynton Kelly does, or it might be Red Garland, what he does in the recorded version you just heard. With the whole tune, he plays the melody basically as a comping device. So maybe you'd like to improvise on the white notes, but think of it as an A minor scale. Don't forget to put F naturals in. I'll do this. To G minor Dorian. Yeah, so that's a classic modal tune, one of the earliest modal tunes recorded. Milestones is about 1959, I think, by Miles Davis. And the melody itself specifies, it kind of leads you towards those modes. So in fact, there's nothing in the melody that makes that Aeolian. It's the fact that on the record you're hearing parallel harmonies, like you're not just hearing one note, you're hearing the horns and the piano playing notes from that scale, the Aeolian scale. Another time when it's useful to play Aeolian is when you have two alternating chords. And a good example of this is the Kenny Barron tune called Sunshower. Let's have a listen to it. This is the melody. Yeah, so it goes on to some other chords there, but for the first 16 bars of the tune and later towards the end of the melody, he just plays these alternating chords, A minor 7 or A minor 9, alternating with F major. Now you could play A minor with an A in, and then you just need to move, I'm playing third inversion with G on the bottom. That's only one note different from F major 7. Or you could put the 9th in, as on this chart. You could put the 9th in place of the A minor 9, rootless voicing, and then you're moving the bottom two notes down. So try to memorize those chords, because I'm going to get rid of the screen share now. We're going to play the same scale as in Milestones. This time we're going to alternate those chords. Eight bars each. Your turn. Okay, you can see how the fact that it keeps going to F major doesn't make it practical to play F sharps in the A minor bars. You don't want to be doing two different scales. You very often, when you see two alternating chords, you should strive to find a scale rather, that fits both of them.